don't see. Timing is very important when you a running back, because you got to be able to work with not only your offensive line, your tight end, your fullback also. You got to be able to work with all them guys, so you got to know when to be patient and then when to explode through that hole. You got to be conscious of how you're carrying the football. Anytime the ball gets away from your body, and what I mean by that is when you don't have the ball tucked in your body anymore, you get the ball out here, you're prone to be stripped by a defender or running back. The more versatile you are, the better off you'll be in creating matchup problems. Today's game is so much about matchups. You know, everybody's looking for a mismatch. And if a running back can catch the ball out of the backfield, then he's going to be more apt to stay on the football field in third down situations, to be able to go against that linebacker, that safety. Third down is usually a passing situation, and you may call for running backs to block. And really and truly, blocking is all want to. It's all hard. Either you want to do it or you don't. And that's the difference between a lot of backs in this league today.
This drill is called ball security. What I'm going to show you are the 6 pressure points of carrying the football. The first pressure point will always be your mind. Always concentrate on carrying the football and having those pressure points on it. Number 2, covering the tip of the ball. Always cover the tip. Number 3 is your forearm right here. Make sure that ball is secure against your forearm. Number 4, see that little indent that God made? He did that on purpose to put that football right underneath. Number 5, let me turn you around here. See this window right here? Shut that thing down. With those 5 pressure points, there's no way for me to strip this ball from him. If I'm a defender and coming over the top, I can't take it from him. If I come underneath, I can't take it from him. So let's talk about point number 6. Anytime you're in traffic or you got a defender coming up on you, what you want to do is cover that thing. That's called the breastplate. You slide that thing across your breastplate and you're covering the top of the ball. Now there's nowhere for a defender to get to it. So that's ball security.
Coach, real quick, I have one thing to interject.
What you got, dude?
Being a former defender and talking with coaches all across the country, fumble awareness on the defensive part is a huge area emphasized by every team across the country right now. When you hold on to that ball, your life is on the line. Guys will come at you. They will go after your fingers. They will bite, scratch, chew, claw, do whatever they can to get that ball. They will grab you in places that is not proper for fine company. Protect that thing, protect the ball, protect your team's chances of winning.
All right, so now that you know the 6 pressure points on carrying the football, it's important sometimes as a running back, and although you want to limit that, you need to transition the ball to the other hand so you can fight off defenders with your other hand. Okay, so the way to do this, by keeping your pressure points on all the ball at the same time, all you're going to do, slide to the breastplate, just like you are. Forearm over the top, okay? This is important. Over the top, this arm should never go underneath and take the ball. Transition, over the top, forearm on the ball. Now it just slides right in that. Now you got your 5 pressure points at all times. Still there, still working, okay? So he's gonna transition back here. There you go, pressure points on it all the time. So now he's just gonna practice, keep transitioning, pick up the speed a little bit. Now you're gonna do his practice. Pick up the speed, transition. There you go. Good job, good job, good job. Good work. This drill is called the zigzag. As a running back, it's important for us to be able to change directions properly. What this drill is going to show you is how to change directions by having a proper alignment and cutting the other direction. So what the running back's going to do here is plant, okay? And if you take a look, the proper alignment is toes, knees, chin, all in vertical alignment. So if I was to stick a rod right through his head, it'd come out his chin, go right through his knee, and go down through his toes. You don't want to get your feet too far out. That's going to cause you to slip. You don't want to get them too far inside. That's going to cause you to topple over. And you don't ever want to plant on your inside foot. So as you can see here, this vertical alignment is perfect. This is going to maximize his effort and his push in the other direction. Okay? So what he's going to do, he's going to start at the beginning there. He's going to zigzag through the cones. Every time he uses a cone, he's going to plant and go the other direction, transitioning the football every time, keeping the pressure points on the ball at all times. So here we go. Hey. Plant. There you go. Transition. Plant. Perfect. Perfect. Plant. As you can see, he's planting in perfect alignment. Good. Okay, this drill is called limp shoulder. This is kind of an inside trick on some of the tools on how to avoid defenders on the sideline. When you feel trapped, defenders like to use the sideline as another defender to try to push you out of bounds. Here's some ways how we can get rid of a guy who's trying to push you out of bounds. What you're going to do here is you're running down the sideline and you have a defender who's coming at you from behind at an angle. All he's going to try to do is push you out of bounds. Okay, what we're trying to do is not let him do that. All you're going to do is drop a limp shoulder. Okay, take that away from him, let him run out of bounds as you continue on upfield. You'll recover and score. So what we're going to do is our running back is going to be running down the field, coming up the field. Okay, the defender's coming to try to push you out of bounds. Drop a limp shoulder on him. The defender keeps carrying on out of bounds. You keep carrying up the field. This drill is called pick up the line. What we're going to do here is going to demonstrate falling to the ground, losing his balance, and trying to regain his balance with his offhand. At all times, never losing pressure points on the ball. The most vulnerable time a running back is to losing or fumbling the ball is when he's either losing his balance, trying to gain an additional yard, or is when he's cutting and planting and losing his pressure point. So what he's going to do is he's going to run a few, fall like he's losing his balance, push himself back up. Notice the ball. Notice it breastplated. Notice that it keeps his pressure points at all times. So what he's going to do, go ahead. Fall, push himself back up. Notice the ball transition. Stays breastplated. Stays breastplated. Right there in the middle. Good, good. Now, this is what you don't want to do. When you fall into the ground, you don't want to have that ball up here, okay? You know why? Because when you're falling trying to gain that other yard and you got the ball here, it's easy for a defender to take that from you. If you got the ball here, like it's supposed to be, you know what? They still can't knock it out from you. All you can do is push it down. So there you go. 6 pressure points on the football at all times. Running back, anytime you have a football, automatically put it here. Get it to your pressure points. This should feel uncomfortable to you. Should it be uncomfortable to hold a football like this? Get that ball right here at the pressure point. This is your single most important duty as a running back, is to hold on to this thing.
I just want to get better at every little thing, everything. I never overlook any part of my game and think it's just good enough. I want to improve in every area. I mean, if you can cover, tackle, and all those things, that's what you want from a corner. It used to be, if you can cover real good, you're a good corner. But nowadays, they're taking so much away from us. You got to be able to come up and support the run and all that stuff too. I think your technique is critical. I mean, you can be good without good technique, but you can't be great. And all the great ones have great technique. I think what you can do is just study cornerbacks. If you look at them and try to, develop your game from that, that'll definitely help. You want to gamble, you want to make plays every time the ball comes your way, but it's not going to happen. You got to pick your poison. You got to kind of really figure out when you want to do it. And because if you do it at the wrong time, boy, lights out. But when a guy thinks he's open and he's not, he go back to the huddle, cursing at his quarterback and begging for the ball, you got it.
The next combination drill that we do, we call it a deliver a blow drill. We'll have 3 men. Now we'll have 3 blockers and a ball carrier. I'll be standing back here, and I will point. When I point to Mo, he will come and he will block Gerald. Immediately then he will recover back to his original position. Then I will point to the middleman and he will come. Then he recovers. I point over here to Jim, he comes. Now when I raise my hand on the last point, when I point to Mo, Mo will come. I raise my hand here. Okay, Gerald will play off the block and then move into the ball carrier. So the ball carrier moves when I raise my hand in that direction. Don't rush this now. Okay, ready? Okay, all right, break. Come on, Mo. All right, second. There you go. All right, now move it until I take it back. All right, break. Yeah. All right, move it until I take it back. Good. Going further with different things that can happen to linebackers, we do a dive drill. The first thing that could happen here is that the offensive man will block straight ahead. Okay, above the waist, the defensive man will deliver a blow with his shoulder and forearm, come off the block laterally, and make the play as the ball carrier makes his cut. Now when I point straight ahead, the ball carrier will end up coming between the middle bags.
Additionally, then, we could have a low block in one direction. If I low blocked here, trying to get position on him, now Clint would slide, push, give off. The ball carrier would go in the outside area. Or we could do it in that direction here. So we'll start. I will give the commands to the offensive people and tell them which direction we're going to go. So it goes on, go. All right, break, go. And get off. All right, now move into a tame back, tame back. Okay, now I'll give a different signal. On, go. All right, break, go. All right, push, give off. All right, move into a tame back, head up, head up. On, go. All right, break, go. All right, push, give off. All right, move into a tame back, head up. Good.
We start working on sleds with the 6-point explosion. And again, this is really a low-impact drill that you can get done before practice, before they're warmed up. You know, anytime during the day, actually, you can get this done. And what we're working on here is actually, when we get into this 6-point stance, we want to have our toes dug into the ground. We want our knees on the ground. We want to be up on our fingertips. We want to have a nice flat back and our eyes up. We're going to use a ball in pretty much every drill we do. So we're not getting used to moving on cadence or sound. We're getting used to moving on movement.
Everybody was like, "You on the football team? You on the football team for real?"
Yeah, for real. As far as we know, this La Jolla high schooler is the only girl to make a varsity football team in the Valley this year. Most people think of football as a man's sport, but the teen you're about to meet could change your opinion. 3TV's Karina Sun got the chance to see her in action. Karina?
Hi, Bev. While some 12th graders just want to cruise through their senior year, Gabrielle Simone is stepping out of her comfort zone and onto the football field for the very first time.
1, 2, 3, Vamos! La Jolla's first game of the season only 1 week away, and this year the West Valley High School will have a brand new face on the field.
My first practice, it was like a lot of anxiety, because I was like, oh, I hope I don't get ran over my first day, or I hope I don't get hurt. I was like, but most of all, I want to show the boys I can be out here running the game too.
17-year-old Gabrielle Simone says she's wanted to try out for the team since freshman year, but it wasn't until a few months ago that her mom finally gave her permission. Head football coach Mike Gunderson says he wasn't sure if Gabby would follow through.
She showed up for spring football, and she kept showing up, and she showed up for workouts, and she was working hard.
Not only did she make varsity, but she surprised her teammates, who've been very supportive a few times since then.
She's faster than some of our boys. They wouldn't admit it, but she's faster than actually quite a few.
The high school senior plays both offense and defense. Gabby says even though keeping up with the boys physically isn't a problem, she's still learning the game.
I know all the rules and regulations, but some of the plays, like in my position, I had to learn the routes. So that was a challenge.
At 5'7" and 140 pounds, Gabby doesn't get any special treatment, and she says she likes it that way.
Girls can do anything, guys can do anything. It's nothing big to me. It's just being on another sport with all boys.
As for taking it easy her senior year, Gabby will think about it when she's a senior citizen.
This is the only time you're going to be a senior. I remember my senior year for the longest. I want to tell my kids about my senior year.
And in addition to football, Gabby is also going to participate in both track and basketball. La Jolla's first game is next Friday against Marcos Teniza. Karina Sun, 3TV. Bev?
That is amazing. We're so proud of her, too. Hey, Karina, you also talked to Gabby's mom, and as a parent, it would scare me to have either my son or my daughter out on a football field. What does mom say about this?
Yeah, of course, Gabby's mom was worried about Gabby getting hurt, but she was also worried just about timing, whether she would have time for 2 sports, plus football, plus schooling. But Gabby's mom is her #1 cheerleader, and the girl, as you saw, very, very convincing. So we'll hope for the best for her this year.
We wish her a successful season. Thanks a lot, Karina. Good story.
Let's roll! Let's roll!
Beat up on your past. Come on, little homie, go and beat up on your past. Yeah, beat up on your past. Ha ha. Yeah, beat up on your past. Come on, little homie, go and beat up on your past. You love football, well, beat up on your past. If you're down with Snoop Dogg, go and beat up on your past. All my little homies, beat up on your past. Come on, little homie, go and beat up on your past.